notice if you did one of those word association games and you say Cyrano, the first word is everybody's nose.
You know what's amazing to me is that this could cause so much problem with self-esteem, but then there's some people who won't go out of the house when they got a pimple that's up too big, so it's all a state of mind.
Okay, real quick, give me some synonyms for nose.
Hooter, honker, schnoz, beak.
Very good, and here's more, and here's more. There, you were on a roll there. That was good.
Oh, Roxanne, is it this cursed, earthy face you love?
Or is it the words I breathe into your soul?
Or is it the words I breathe into your soul?
Oh, Christian, if only I had your finely chiseled features instead of this grotesque appendage called a nose.
It is sad, dear Cyrano, that nature saw fit to treat you with such unkindness.
Sneezer, schnozzle, honk,
Monsieur,
conk,
you have a big throat.
a snorer,
Monsieur, you have a very big throat.
odor explorer,
Grandiose.
snout, of course.
Nose. Nose.
And I couldn't take my eyes off it. I was just... all I could look at was the nose.
So since I've been doing this, a lot of nose jokes have been made, and if you look carefully, I haven't got such a bad nose myself. You know, I mean, it's not the smallest nose you've ever seen.
Sniffer, or snout, smeller, or spout, yet of those you've chosen nose. Nozzle, or conk, schnozzle, or honk, yet of those you've chosen nose. Call it a bugle or beak, I call it a mountainous peak. But don't you dare to tweak my itcher or twitcher, proboscis or brow. Poets might even have called it a plow. Snorer or borer or odor explorer, it's plain or veined so it glows.
Luckily these days plastic surgeons can help them, and had Cyrano been able to be helped back in the 17th century, there probably would have been no play.
First we tried a smaller one, it didn't work. Then we tried a longer one, and it just was a little too long, but they said 2 millimeters shorter would be the perfect nose. And they were right.
The Cyrano that I saw, the real Cyrano, is a standard rhinoplasty. He had a big bump, he had a bulbous tip, and the tip was hanging down. So you go inside, file the bone, refine the tip cartilages, lift this up a little bit, and he would have had even more women.
How do you make a nose? Okay, use liquid latex.
It's a great fun operation, and any plastic surgeon worth his salt enjoys this procedure, doing it.
You pour it into the mold, you let it sit here for about a minute and a half.
You can spend anywhere from probably $3,500 up to $8,000 to have a rhinoplasty done, and Cyrano's very, that's an $8,000, that's more, that's probably 10 grand for that. Well, that's an all-day chop there.
Should come right out. There we go. And there's his nose.
Not quite Cyrano, but not far from it, eh?
No, this is it. Yeah. Yeah.
Now this was a nose we tried, which was bigger than these noses, and we decided not to take it. Now have a look here. This was too big, this nose. It was just a bit over the top. So we decided finally to take this size. I've saved all my noses, so I've got quite a few noses. I mean, there's such a lot of sweat which goes into these noses and emotions that I just can't part with them. And these I'm keeping too, and I number them, you see, like this was the first performance ever on Broadway.
Did you say, oh, did your nose lead you astray? Or was your nose put out of joint? Well, do go on and make your point.
Soldier, watch your step.
You poke your nose up in the air, you nose around to see what's there, for you have nose enough to spare.
Villain, will you stop? For I've taken all I could. Stop now, or I will shut your nose!
The story is, beauty is inside a person and not the outside that you see. And that will be the same through all time.
So it goes. Cyrano.
But I'm sort of glad they didn't have plastic surgeons back then, because we have a wonderful play here, and it's going to delight everybody, I'm sure, and I hope they'll think about plastic surgery while they're watching it.
When Christopher and I get back, we'll introduce you to the man behind that nose, Bill Van Dyke.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Meet the star of the show, Cyrano, right after these messages.